Hey everyone, welcome to Bag Boys podcast number 1 now, right? We said number 0 last
Sort
week.
of.
Well, if we count 0 as a number, then it's number 1.
Let's get
Technically, zero is a number.
the mathematicians here. Sorry.
Oh
guys.
yeah, the mathematician.
All
You
right,
can't
let's
do
not-
But you can't divide by
Ah.
0, so it's not a real number? Is that a rule?
The second mathematician.
Technically, it's just undefined.
The part-time mathematicians here also.
Anyways, we're back with another episode of the podcast. We don't have any specific topics to talk about today except for one. It's that I got my VarsityGaming charm in Rainbow Six Siege, which I think you guys both have seen. Rob,
I've seen it. You
did?
retweeted it today.
Oh right.
Congratulations.
On Twitter.
Big moves for the kid over here.
Money moves.
Making money moves.
Yeah, that's supposed to be coming out, I think, with the Operation Ember Rise season, and I expect you both to be using the charm in game. Shane, I don't think you even know how to activate a charm,
No,
so
I need to be a sub first.
fuck.
Oh my god. One of
I'm
you idiots
pretty
in
sure
chat.
I'm a sub.
Well, don't worry. Rob's got a Twitch Prime that he can use.
I stopped paying for it, but once
Oh.
I get paid, I will.
He's-
Or once
he's
I
not
You
doing
don't, you don't
it.
have
He's
the
not
money
doing
to pay for
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
like,
This
once I
guy-
get an income.
Rob, can I get a bank account update? Are you still at $70?
We're at 43. Actually.
Oh, wow, big week.
I bought
big
some
week.
gas this week,
Oh
Rough.
no.
and did 2 cans of tuna yesterday.
Yikes.
That was only $3, but
That's
But you'll still
expensive
sub.
tuna.
yeah.
Because
Are you kidding me? If I had negative money, I'd find a way to sub to you, man.
Aw.
Gee, see, everyone needs to put this kind of effort
It's
in.
all bullshit.
okay,
I don't think I've subbed in like 9 months. No, it's been like a year plus.
Yeah, Shane's just
you're
been
like
coasting.
20-something months.
I know. I'm
Sub on
almost
Twitch.
at 2 years.
The last time I
Keep
was
the
subbed,
streak.
I coasted though. Someone gave me a sub in chat
Okay, someone should just do that for.
because I
Well, that involves you actually coming to my Twitch channel.
I'm in there every day, man.
I canceled my Amazon
Okay,
Prime.
Mimi.
Yeah, that's literally all I use Amazon Prime for is just Twitch Prime.
I know, but that's an expensive fucking sub.
It's
Well, you
the
know, you
same
can
cost.
No.
It's $80 a year,
Yeah.
and then a sub per month is $6.
Mathematician, can you quick math?
So it's okay. It's like
It's still cheaper.
it's okay. $8 difference. Whoa.
I have a confession to make about Amazon Prime, actually.
What?
So, I thought I was getting it for free because you get it for free your first year as a student.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Classic.
And then, so for some reason, I was like, oh, I just didn't think anything of it. I was like, oh, so I checked, like, second and third year went by, and I still had Amazon Prime, and I'm thinking to myself, like, oh, this is awesome. I got it for free, right? And then, but I would check my bank statement and be like, oh, there's like $10 coming out of Amazon every month. I was like, oh, but I remember buying this, I remember buying that. So that's what the $10 was. And then I checked like earlier this year, and it's still being billed, and I'm like, oh, so I haven't been getting it for free this whole time.
Later.
So you
Literally.
probably just dropped like $300-$400
Yep.
over the few years.
Because like
You know
they
how
had
much
me on
meat that
some
could get 'em?
monthly plan.
That's a
That is
lot
a
of
lot of
fucking
meat.
tuna.
Well, I was only buying supplements and like Xbox stuff,
Mhm.
so it kind of added up.
Were you one of those Soylent kids?
The soy
What's that?
boys?
Soylent. You guys heard of Soylent?
No.
What is that?
It's literally this like 100% meal replacement, and it's just a powder that you eat like 3 times a day.
Powders are good, but you'll have to eat meals also.
No.
Wait, is that where the soy boy memes come from?
Maybe? I don't know for sure. Google it.
Oh, the PewDiePie soy boy meme.
No. Like you literally you eat it 3 times a day, and you get like all 2,500 calories.
But
From
it's just so hard to replace like food. What is that? Is that
No,
it?
but like it
Fuck,
does.
This is the first result that comes up. It
Is
says,
that Dr. Disrespect? I can't see from over here.
No, it's not. It says soy boy is a pejorative, which is often used in right-wing online communities. I don't know what that means.
A prerogative?
It
sounds-
it's like a
apparently
put down.
cuck.
Soy boy.
I don't know.
But where does it come from? Origin.
Origin. According to a study by Canadian researchers published in November 2009, soy products what?
Oh no, soy boy is literally like soy is estrogen, or like there's estrogen in soy, so it's basically calling a person like a little bitch because they're eating estrogen.
You would know a lot about this.
It's like that one scene from that football movie where like they take the estrogen pills by accident and they go to play and everyone's like hugging each other and like, kissing and stuff like that.
What movie is that?
Oh, I forget. Maybe it might be a commercial actually. or
That would be
or a
so. It's
football
one of those
movie.
ones where, like, while they're all hugging, it's going through all the disclaimers. Your heart is about
Yeah.
to fail you if you continue to take this
I love when
pill.
you watch those like medicine commercials and it's like, take this, it's so good for you, and then it's like 5 minutes just like, you're gonna die this way, your blood's gonna come out of your skin.
You're
and
gonna
stuff.
shit blood for the next
Yeah.
week.
Well, that doesn't happen in Canada though, right? That's just U.S.
Yeah,
Well,
podcasts?
Like the
'Cause I don't
commercials
think of-
themselves are still hilarious though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, I don't think you can do that in Canada.
Oh.
No, the Canadian ones are like Claritin, and they're giving you all the side effects of like you'll have a clear head and you'll feel great, and like, that's
So yeah,
the
but at
side
the same
effects.
time you're going a third leg, so it's like
Don't worry about that.
Have you guys heard about all the vaping problems that are coming up?
oh, I
Yeah.
have.
Rob, do you still vape?
I'm trying to cut back.
I can't wait for your
yeah.
lung
You
to
told
cave in.
me. You told me specifically.
Oh,
I
here
have
we go,
not
here we
touched
go.
a vape since Cuba,
Well, okay.
which I know is a bullshit
Oh.
lie.
Let's hear it.
You
Which,
asked-
by the way,
You asked me while I was having a lucid dream, so I kind of, had to think on the spot.
Yeah,
which,
yeah.
just so everyone knows, Rob and me made a bet where if he did not vape, what was it, for 2-3 months,
Something like that.
I would give him my old DX Racer chair.
The one I'm currently
failed.
in.
No, that's the Corsair chair.
Fuck.
The even older chair before that, because Rob bought a gamer chair that doesn't lean back.
Well, it does. I just built it incorrectly, I think.
Then unbuild it and rebuild it.
Yeah.
I'm too lazy. It's nice, it keeps my back straight. I have my old chair for when I do want to lean back.
Anyway, back to your lungs failing.
No, back to
Yeah.
I don't know.
Back to you getting
Hospitalized,
literally
buddy.
pneumonia.
No, like as more and more of these things, studies and stuff are coming out, I just feel stupider and stupider for
Well,
even
you-
having one.
Yeah, but then just stop.
Like you just, I don't know. I just know what it means. Like you walk up to I'm not like
It's
an
a literal
addict, but like
addiction.
you walk up to someone who's addicted to cigarettes and you say, "Just stop doing it. You're killing yourself." Blah. You know what I mean? What are they gonna tell you? It's like, oh, I can't.
Fuck you and need my nerds.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
well
but
then-
you're different. You're a healthy individual.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is actually like this will affect you.
Okay, I picked up the habit when I was in Cuba, when I was on a trip, because everyone there was smoking all kinds of stuff. And then there was always those group of guys in the corner who were like, "We've had our time, blah blah blah. We've all switched to vapes." You know what I mean? They try to
He just
express
wanted
the benefit
He just
of
wanted
it.
to fit in.
And when you're like,
Moral of the
when
story.
you're under the influence of
Namaste.
alcohol, like, and if you've had a cigarette before, you know that feeling, that kind of itch you get. I don't know
Can't
if
say
anyone
I've
can
ever had
relate.
that.
You guys probably can't relate, but
No.
someone out there probably can.
I went to Dominican for 1 week and
Yeah.
had like cigars every single day,
Yeah,
and now I'm
making-
addicted.
I'm making myself sound terrible, but it's true. Like, I don't know.
Every
I've had-
time I smell a cigar, I actually want to go
Yeah,
take it
literally.
from the person.
It's like almost like a PTSD, not PTSD, but
I
like,
have cigarellos in second year. I get it.
What is that?
Cigarellos are like just mini cigars. They're
yeah,
like
it's like a
cigarettes, but
mixture of like a
cigars.
cigarette and a cigar.
So
I
I'm
would
the only
say.
one here who's never smoked.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you never smoked.
Well, yeah, but I smoke weed all the time too.
Yeah, but like,
Oh, that's legal now. You can talk.
yeah,
about
that's
that.
legal.
yeah,
Yeah.
Christian's like, you should see Christian's face like, wait a
He just
second.
smacked the keyboard.
Stream just goes offline. Podcast
Literally.
You never
but-
see Drew again.
yeah, literally. But anyways, circling back, it's like you get that itch, and then I came back from Cuba, and then I don't know, I don't want to say like I was like relapsing or anything because I wasn't, but I was like, oh, it'd be kind of fun to get one. A bunch of my
guy's
friends
getting-
already had one.
This guy's getting night sweats. He's like, fucking individual.
But like a few of my friends already had one. I had tried it, so I went and got one. Don't tell my mom; she'd kill me.
I'm calling her
Mom.
up right now.
I'm sending her the link.
Literally though, like I'm scared she's gonna like listen in to try and figure out all the stuff I'm up to.
My mom listened
she
to the
know you?
last one.
Yeah,
the
they
podcast?
know they know we're
Uh-huh.
doing it. They're just kind of not the best with technology, so they don't really know how.
And
to
they
find
don't
it.
give a shit.
I'd say they give a pee.
They're
They
like,
give a piss, not a
I'm
they're
shit.
gonna
like-
send her a strongly worded email with the link to just that clip about you vaping.
No, if she knew, she'd probably like take my head off, kick me out.
She'd
They've
get out
got-
the belt.
Yeah.
they've got two children, the good one and Rob. They've just like, Rob's just kind of
Well,
the
they shipped the other one off to Toronto to be all successful, and then the
Yeah.
other one's just kind of mooching off them right
and
now.
Rob's making a podcast on a Monday night.
I have a question. So
Yeah.
you have no money.
Zero
Yeah,
money.
he has $40.
How do you-
I have $43.
So has all your money just gone to like vaping and
No, all my money's
soy?
gone to like school, car.
So how do you get
groceries.
the vape?
Yeah.
Do you work the
Literally-
Well, it's
street
not
corner?
expensive. I bought it like 3 months ago, and it was like $60 all in for everything.
Oh,
And
It
then
goes
for
to
how
Jewel
long?
and Amazon.
it lasts. It's like on its way out now, so it's probably why I'm gonna just take this
he
opportunity.
literally
to, like,
went. He
quit
went.
it.
He went to his bank and changed the vape subscription he gets to Amazon, so his mom wouldn't call him out.
$10 a month.
Yeah, that's the.
I actually have done
subscription.
that. I've like changed the e-transfer like name on my thing, so it pops up different on my.
So your
bank
mom doesn't
thing.
call you out.
She's like, who? Because usually she's like, oh, who are you sending money to? It's like, just change the name to like landlord or something like
Church
that.
of God.
Why are you sending your landlord $10 every day?
Yeah, literally.
We have a payment plan.
But the good news is that the vape I did buy is on its way out, and I don't know. I'd feel pretty sheepish going to buy a brand new one. So
Well,
this will be my opportunity.
One thing I'm confused about though, Rob, is like you're a very healthy individual.
Yeah, I know.
You always give me shit for not being healthy
I know.
and like eating out and not working out,
Yeah.
but then you use a
That it-
jewel.
I don't have a jewel, by the way.
Oh, what do you
Oh.
have?
It's called a smock.
like a vape
Oh,
pen.
yeah.
What is that?
Yeah.
It's just a
Jewels are
different
for the
brand.
kids.
Jewels
Smokes
are-
the-
I don't know. Joules are just like
Okay.
too like cliche.
Well, how much nicotine is in that?
In a Joule or mine?
In yours? In a
I think it's like there's 3 strengths. There's like a small one, middle one, larger one. At first I had like the 550, and now I'm at 35.
Can you translate, Drew?
It's
So-
like it's like the
so it's
the
like
3 people who build the house and the wolf can only blow down certain ones.
Okay.
He's at like the second
Yeah,
house.
the
He's not Stonehouse yet, but he's
I started at
So it's
Stonehouse.
Steakhouse.
pretty much, yeah.
I
He's,
started at the heaviest one, and now I'm at the second heaviest one.
he's actually downgrading.
So
So why aren't you
But
at the
hey,
least
but-
heaviest?
Just
Least
no
is
point.
The heaviest.
But here's
like
my
smoke.
there's no
there.
point.
Here's my
I'm
counter-
gonna destroy my body.
here's my
first.
counterpoint about the whole like
Okay.
I'm on Christian's ass about being healthy thing. Like, so to me, there's like 2 types of like maintaining yourself and your body, right? There's like going to the gym, eating healthy, getting in a good routine, sleeping well.
Sounds like we're up to like 4.
Yeah, taking care of your
One thing.
taking care of like things like your skin, your hair, and all that kind of thing.
5, 6.
I checked none of those boxes.
And then the other dimension, for lack of a better term, is like things like drinking and drugs and smoking and stuff like
All
that.
of things that
I
you
checked
do.
all of
Yeah,
those boxes.
so like in my mind, those are 2 like separated things,
So you try to even them out.
sort of.
So you just like
So you go to the gym, you do your hair, so you can even out your drinking and your smoking.
No, I don't do my hair. It's like
Rob's at home
maintaining it,
curling
you
his
know?
hair. He's like, I'm gonna down this
No, I
26er tonight.
maintain my scalp
hair is
health and
good.
my hair health.
He's got a very nice ponytail in right now.
It sounds comical, but you guys get
Yeah, no, I
you know what
get
I'm
it,
saying.
But
Yeah.
okay, so you're just like kind of bullshitting your way through like
No,
No,
rationalizing.
I
it.
understand I'm the world's biggest hypocrite for criticizing other people and then having a vape, but it's like, there's 2 things. One, I know I'm in control. If I needed to quit, I would quit. Which
That's what they all say.
Which
That's
I'm
what
going,
they all
which I'm,
say. Every
which I'm
addict says
going,
that.
which I'm going to do because all these new lung studies are scary.
Man.
But on the other side, it's like I think I have a little bit of breathing room because of how.
Well, you're gonna have less breathing room the more
Healthier.
you do.
Yeah, less breathing room.
You're
literally
technically right though. You're healthy, so you
It's
should
like
be
I
fine.
go to the gym. Like I've been to the gym every day. I've probably missed 2 days this year so far in total. I don't know. I eat very healthy.
I can't wait for Rob to start doing cardio and be like, I don't know why I can't run.
No,
as far as I used to."
I've started to mix in some cardio actually because I have been getting antsy about my lung health. You know, so far so good. I'm not quite in football shape, but
Question for Drew: what did that studies actually say? Because I don't think we ever heard that.
Oh,
pretty
the only
much-
the only thing I've read is like it's nothing scientific. It's just one kid was hospitalized and it was found that he had like a bunch of like film and like shit coating the inside of his lungs.
It's pretty much like the equivalent of like there's been 8 or 9 now where it's like your lungs are filling with like a fluid, but it's like a chemical.
yeah,
Yeah.
and
It's literally the equivalent of pneumonia, but
So
but
they're like it's a correlation, but they don't know if there's causation.
correct.
yeah,
sort
and
of.
like this, and the
Okay.
thing is, like, there's been a jump because of certain brand. I think it's in like Los Angeles was the last kid got hospitalized, and it was because like there's vape pens and there's vapes. Vape pens are designed to be used like once or twice in a day, right? Or no, they're designed to be used like probably over the course of a day. They're not designed to be refilled,
Okay.
and they have a lot more chemicals in them. You know what I mean? It's like something that's designed to be used just over a day is not going to have the same sort of health, like
Shelf
They're
life.
like-
yeah,
They're like,
like
quick fixes.
yeah, it's like you go and buy one for $3, you're gonna get some sort of shitty chemicals in there, as opposed to going to buy an actual vape that you refill and take care of and maintain. The difference is that the disposable ones are gonna be full of a lot cheaper shit, right? Because they're just trying to sell them, and like that's what these kids are ripping all day, every day, as opposed to like
Well,
like professional.
What's yours?
Mine's like you have to refill it and like.
he's middle ground.
I got mine for
Yeah.
$1.
No, I spent like 60 something all in on mine just because I figured if I bought one, I don't want to buy a shitty one. Because like if I'm gonna use it, I want it to at least be something quality. If I'm like ingesting a chemical,
Yeah, but I think
like it just sounds bad to begin with.
No, it
but
sounds
yeah.
awful. Yeah, there's no way to make this sound good.
I think
Yeah.
the last report I read was a couple of kids have died in hospital.
because their
and then-
lungs completely fail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
And
just
then
shut
there's
off.
like 300 people in hospital or something,
Mhm.
Jeez.
which may or may not be related to
And then
vaping.
keep in mind, like 300 people, there's probably like millions of people.
That's a
out
low
Oh, there's
percentage.
5 millions at home just thinking like, oh crap, I'm dying right now. I
Or
don't wanna
just
go to
like-
the hospital.
But you
just
also
sitting
throw-
there sucking on their jewel, like it's
Yeah.
fine.
You have to
Yeah.
remember that like this is also vaping's been out for what, like
I'd say it's
4
been a
years,
thing.
5
I
years?
think it's like been a thing for like
Couple
a
years.
year. I'd
Yeah.
say, but like it's been around for a while. Like
yeah. So
2
like,
years ago, if you saw someone with a vape, you would look at them and be like, "This guy's kind of like a psychopath.
What
He's
the
bringing
fuck's
this around
this
in
guy
public."
doing?
Now it's
yeah.
like normal, yeah.
But so if it's only really been a thing for like a year or two, and 300 people are hospitalized, like that's still pretty scary that it's that quick.
Yeah,
because like
oh,
smoking,
for sure.
imagine if smoking only became popular a year or two ago and then people start dying, like just dropping off because
Yeah.
of cancer.
There's no arguing
Like
with
that's
that.
really fucking
Well, and that's the thing.
fast.
Like in 20 years, when everybody who vaped gets cancer, unlucky, I guess.
I'll have quit by then. But here's another point to raise about vaping is like the first vape that was designed to like take people off of smoking cigarettes and defeat their addiction. But instead, with Juuls and all these other easy accessible ones, they've created a whole new generation of kids who are just addicted to nicotine buzzes.
People were like doing
So
nothing
people like
and
you.
then starting with.
Well, I already knew what it was like. I
No,
didn't
but even worse.
get into vaping. I got into vaping because I picked up a smoking/vaping habit while I was on vacation for a
Juul
long
has all
time.
those lawsuits because they're people think they're advertising.
Yeah,
for
and
children.
Juul will
Yeah.
advertise being like, we're better than smoking, but in the long term, you're
You have no idea.
probably no idea where you're at, worse or better. So
like better in some ways, worse in others.
yeah,
See, like in if someone smokes for 5 years, their lungs don't just shut off. They shut off like 50 years
Yeah.
later.
Mm-hmm.
Smoking's better confirmed.
as soon as you introduce chemicals, smoke cigarettes. If you're
In
listening.
that case, vaping's better for the youth because they're all about like trying to just kill themselves nowadays.
Yeah, YOLO.
fair.
Maybe this
Yeah.
is like some sort of giant like population control measure being implemented by
Yo,
the
this is the
government.
purge.
Oh shit!
A year from now, this podcast is only gonna have 3 members.
Let's go.
This is
It was
like
nice
I'll
knowing
sell that
y'all.
microphone and make some money
Yeah.
back.
Hey.
You should just live stream my funeral and just be like, this all could have been prevented if you had just listened to us.
How that'd be pretty fucked.
Live streaming
I'm
a
sure someone's
funeral?
done it.
Wow, like the closest thing would be LP.
What was that?
You know, come on.
Oh,
LP.
okay, yeah. I get what you mean.
Yeah.
Is that like
No,
okay?
no.
I know what you're talking about.
I know some big streamers have streamed, like Soda Poppin streamed his mom's graduation. They were there.
Well, that's fine.
Someone
that's
streamed
wholesome.
their wedding. I can't remember who.
That makes sense.
Well, PewDiePie filmed it.
Yeah, I was gonna say a
Well, filming is different than streaming it on Twitch.
slight side note. How beautiful was that wedding video? Did you guys
Haven't
watch
seen
it?
Sick.
Just gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
Best like 7 minutes of my day when I watched
Yeah,
it.
I watched the whole thing. front
I
to
almost
back.
cried, man. As like a burly, ripped, strong 23-year-old male, I almost
Last
cried.
episode talked about how he crawled into bed with his mom and dad because he watched.
That
a
was the
scary
scariest movie I've ever
And
seen. Hereditary.
He's wearing a Namaste shirt. He's trying to be a yogi.
Yogi Bear.
Is that someone who attends
Yeah.
yoga?
No, I think it's the people that teach yoga.
I tried hot yoga once. It was not bad. I would do it again.
I've heard that's really bad for you. Kind of like in the same sense of like vaping is just having all that.
Hot yoga?
Yeah, because it's in the steam room, isn't it?
No, it's
Steam
just in a
rooms are
giant
supposed to be
room with
good
all the
for your
lights
lungs,
off.
though.
Oh.
It's like warm.
Aren't
No,
they?
no.
Well, it
like,
depends on like how.
if you do it,
much.
if you're in
Yeah.
a sauna, a dry sauna is bad for you, but a steam
Wait, what?
room is good for you.
Why is the dry sauna bad for you?
Because it just
Well, it's not
dries out your
bad for
lungs.
you. It's just like if you're in there for 10, 15 minutes, you're good.
So I should stop going to the sauna.
Yeah, but if you're in there for too long, it literally just sucks
again,
water
10,
out of your
15,
body.
It's fine.
Well, as long as you're staying hydrated as
Yeah,
well.
I think it's literally sucking water out of your body that you're going to need. If you're
if you're sucking in water, can you suck in as fast as it sucks out?
I
a lot of the words
also
suck.
don't know.
we need to test this.
It's like
All
something.
right, Drew, we're gonna put you in a sauna.
I think
And we'll thread a tube in.
I think the better question is, can it suck it out faster than you can suck it in?
That was literally the question I asked. I
Yeah,
thought,
you just rephrased it.
I thought no. You said, can you suck in as fast as you can suck it out as it gets sucked out?
what did you say?
I've
Does
never
it
heard.
get sucked out as fast as you can suck it in?
Oh my god!
I've never heard the
No,
word
it's
"suck"
different.
used so many
No, it's
times
not.
in the
Okay,
last
he's
like
saying
3 seconds.
One is there enough inflow as there is outflow, and the
Okay.
other is there enough outflow as there an inflow?
You just you're like, oh, is 1 plus 2 3
No, no,
or
no,
is
no.
2 plus
Oh my
1 3?
No, it's different.
It's the same
Oh,
thing.
it's the same.
You guys are
No,
trying to
no,
fit.
no.
You guys are trying to fit a circle into a square hole here.
No, it's
A circle would fit into a square.
Not necessarily. It could be a big circle.
It's-
Okay, you're
Say-
trying to fit a square into a circle hole.
It's saying is the excess water going to be stored in your body, or like is there going to be too much water in your body or too much water outside?
Bottom line
You're all retarded.
is that if you go into a
Sorry,
sauna,
Anna.
if you go into a sauna with less water than you're about to lose, you're gonna leave the sauna feeling like shit.
Yes.
That's just a fact, and that's why it's bad for you.
Okay.
Because you have like your
What
body.
I've learned is I should not go inside.
No, you can go in the
No,
sauna. It's good
no.
for your skin, blah blah blah. But like if you have like if you don't like, you need to be hydrated, because if your body has like hydration stores that it needs to be constantly full. Little health nut minute for you here.
All
For
right,
you
Health
guys.
nut from the vapor.
Yeah. And if you're like if you ever feel tired, if you ever get headaches easy, if you ever feel sluggish, sore, it's because you don't have enough water.
That's the reason. Thought it's because I didn't sleep or I didn't eat or.
Well, like that's a contributing factor, but not having enough water in you will just overall make you feel less shitty. So just drink lots of water.
All right.
And then if you go into a sauna for too long, it starts to drain or make you sweat out those like excess reserves you're supposed to have. That's why you'll leave feeling lightheaded, kind of shitty sometimes.
Are you like a sponge? So if I just like go in the sauna but then jump in a pool, I'm good?
No.
Like some water might diffuse through your pores.
Perfect.
No, apparently,
So we're good.
Apparently not. So I had this discussion on a stream one time because one of our viewers is
Good
from
old
somewhere
knowledgeable
in the U.S. where you're not allowed to drink the tap water. Like it'll give you cancer.
Let's go, Flint. Let's go, baby.
Shout out Michigan.
Shout out Doggo.
Probably Flint. But they were telling me about that. I was like, how do you shower? Like, would you have to buy like jugs of water and like shower
No, you just
yourself?
don't
And they're
drink
like,
it.
No,
No,
they're like,
you're
no,
fine.
like
I've done
your
that.
skin does not absorb the water.
Yeah.
Like it'll hold it like to be
Your skin
moisturized or whatever.
is
but-
literally meant to be waterproof. It
Like, we're not
protects all
fish.
your other
I know, but
organs.
I thought like you could still take in something.
Like, you know,
You
when your
would
hands
soak
get
up,
when
like-
your hands get raisiny, that's like what water does to your skin at too much exposure will make you turn into a raisin bag.
It would be very topical.
Yeah. Like you can't drink
What's that?
especially
I don't
even know
It
what
would be
that
like,
means. Like
the top layers of your skin would absorb the water.
The
Okay.
epidermis is
What's
not
an
porous to
epidermis?
water. It's the top layer of your skin, which I'm
Thought it
doing
was
right
the-
now.
So that's the topical.
Never mind.
Yes.
Tropical.
Tropical.
It's like
Is
Same-
that why
same
it's
shit.
called the
topical
tropics?
cream. No,
Because the sun only gets the top layer of your skin. The
You're
topical?
absolutely correct.
Oh my god! I'm learning so much.
no,
today.
it's like
Mind
topical
blown.
creams. They just go on your skin, and then there's like
I thought that was like sunscreen. I guess.
But no, that's
that makes sense.
tropical creams.
No,
Yeah.
it'll say
Wait,
on
so
the
is
bottle.
tropical topical or is topical not tropical?
they're synonymous.
It'll say on the bottle, topical lotion means like just for the top layer of your skin.
It's fucking lost.
What the fuck?
Some word with an S in there.
I
It
thought
wasn't my
moisturizer
name.
is soaked into my skin. Wait, what?
They do.
They soak into the
They're
top
not
layer of it.
tropical.
Well, like if you
no,
think
they're
about
topical.
Topical, tropical, philosophical.
it, they'll all have different chemicals and like ways of penetrating and everything as well.
All right.
Multiple methodologies for
penetrate.
penetration.
Yeah, you did.
Rob's now the expert.
Penetration sensation.
Heady's back.
Penetration. Should we do the sports football recap real quick?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Wait, you actually wrote it down?
Yeah.
Wait,
my,
can
all
I
his
see
scores.
that?
my phone was gonna die, so I had to.
Well,
just
hold
in
on,
case.
hold on.
God,
My
he
dad-
actually has a fucking notepad here.
My dad once told
It's
me,
the scribblings of a madman right now. But
as career advice, if you look around and nobody's taking notes, you're expected to be taking notes.
That's kind of fair.
what if
Yeah.
you're like?
I always saw it as like if no one else is taking notes, I can just coast.
No.
That's what I. That's
If
what
nobody
I
else
do.
is taking notes, you're low man on the totem pole, and you should be taking notes.
I haven't taken like a
Oh, like
note.
at
Man,
work. I
when
think I meant
you-
like
okay.
at school.
That's why I
Question.
said career advice.
Oh.
When you
Okay.
guys have interviews, really, I guess you really haven't had any crazy interviews.
Nope.
But
Yeah.
you two, do you go in with like a
Oh, yeah.
a binder and take notes?
I go into an interview.
So-
you go first, Drew. Actually, I'll
Well,
follow
my
up
only
after.
my most recent interview was a panel interview, and it was a lot of presentations. So like they had
Wait, like
paper
The
and
Voice?
pens for us,
Oh, okay.
and it wasn't like a one-on-one type deal. So like I had pen and paper that provided like to take notes for
Mhm.
different shit, but like
like so for,
maybe
for me, it's like I'm confident when I'm doing stuff. Like I'm confident when I know what I'm talking about, type thing.
But
So,
do you
like,
take notes?
So I bring notes in.
Yeah.
So like beforehand, like there's like the cliche questions every interview will give you, right? Like what are your strengths, what are your weaknesses, what would you do in this situation?
when did you show
Hi, what's your
courage?
name?
Yeah. So yeah, what's your name?
Yeah.
So I write down, I'll jot notes to everything I would answer these questions to. Like what are your strengths? I'll write whatever I want to talk about in relation to the position.
Left bicep, right trap, pectoral muscle.
literally.
The top of his binder, Rob.
I'm taking my notes with a fist.
Crayon?
Fist around my crayon. Yeah. But yeah, so then I'll just read off these notes for the questions, and then if they are offering information that like I deem like important enough,
Worthy of
Yeah,
his
you
time.
write
yeah,
it
then
down.
I'll write it down. Like my most recent interview, they were giving me a bunch of like. They were kind of talking to me about the culture of the office and stuff like that. So I wrote that down just in case they wanted to follow up on it.
They start talking about like pay scale. He doesn't write anything. They're like, but we go to the gym every Wednesday. I need to know this.
Yeah.
What gym? How long?
Yeah.
We also have a vape
What's
budget.
the split?
Oh jeez. We have a monthly vape rate off up to $50. That'd be
You
unreal.
would probably take that job no matter what the pay
Oh,
was.
it doesn't
right?
matter where it was, man. I don't even know. I'm trying to think of the worst job I could do, but don't really have too many ideas.
Gotta commute to Timmins.
Apparently, garbage men get paid great.
Yeah, they do.
Well, yeah,
I think
it makes
it's like
sense.
6 figures, isn't it?
All right,
Something like
Not
is it?
like not
No,
the guys who just
I
go and
think-
grab the garbage. Those are just part-time workers.
No.
No. You can
You're
go.
telling me a
full-time.
guy who just goes and picks up a bin of garbage makes $100K or more a year?
No.
No.
I think,
The drivers,
I think that's probably worth a Google. Like, how
I'd
much
say-
does a
Okay.
trash collector
Yeah.
make?
the drivers definitely make more.
Well, see, now they just, if you look at them, it's just one guy because they can drive from the side.
Yeah. When I was a kid, I always
Yeah.
wanted to be that guy who hangs off the
What?
back with like earphones in, just goes
Yeah,
and
well,
grabs
it's
garbage.
usually just one dude in the truck now.
Yeah.
Well, those aren't the numbers we want.
The hourly wage is anywhere between $10.90 to $25.20.
Oh, we're already
way.
at that rate, boys. Let's go.
Minimum wage is what, $15 now?
Yeah.
No, it's still 14.
The median is $18.58.
No,
That does not seem right.
is that us?
So much for 6 figures for garbage
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
Well, it
it's-
says that their average is anywhere between 25,000 to 60,000.
What
That's
is
still
it top out at?
60,000 is like
What's the what?
That's
What's
just
$30
for,
bucks.
just for hauling trash.
Top out
man.
is
Like,
60.
That's pretty sick.
60,000 is more than like the average household
Isn't
income in
60,000 like
Canada.
what? 20,
30.
30 bucks an hour?
It's usually like times
60K
2
is
times-
like $23.50 an hour ish. I just had to do that math not too long ago.
It's definitely not
No.
20.
It literally just said that on the website.
What?
It said what?
It was just like the hourly wage is like $23.50 for 60K.
Oh, really? And I
Yeah.
got it?
How long's that work week?
It's 25.17. Sorry. I would assume probably Monday to Friday.
I was really
General
just doing
rule
this
of
kind of
thumb is
math.
you multiply it by 2 and then 1,000.
What rule of thumb is that?
So it's like $20 an hour is like
multiply by
40K
2
a
then
year.
1,000. Okay, so $40,000 a year.
$50, 100K.
I mean,
You see the
to call
idea.
it trash, that's pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty
I
sick.
bet they get pretty sick taxes and stuff too because like they're working for like isn't most
They probably get some
how do
solid
you get pretty
benefits.
sick taxes?
no like not
He meant-
taxes but, like benefits and shit.
They get fucking reamed.
Yeah.
They lose everything,
Yeah.
man.
They get like a 5% tax bracket.
because garbages aren't that's all ran by governments, isn't
I don't
it?
think so. I think it's private.
Yo,
Waste Management's a private company.
Service Ontarios are all franchised, privately owned.
Yeah.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
And they're for profits. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're supposed to make money.
Dude, they're so,
So
garbage.
that's why they're so fucking garbage?
yeah.
Yeah.
how ridiculous.
That's why there's like 3
Dude,
people.
whenever I
staffed.
know I have to go to Service Ontario, my entire day is ruined for that day. Because
Yeah.
it's just like, I'm going to go drive there, stand in the smelly line, and get like treated like ass by whoever I finally get.
They're
Not even gonna help
privately
me.
owned. It blows my fucking mind.
Well, do you think it would be better if it was owned by...
Honestly, no. No.
I'd probably get even
Worse.
less
Well,
attention.
no,
man.
the passport place is pretty good. Like, it takes a long
The
time.
machines. Yeah. Like they go so fast.
Yeah,
Is that that
they know
place
their shit,
way
they're
not
efficient.
here? Down
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
The
yeah.
one place.
by the courthouse.
Literally
But by the
one.
courthouse,
Yeah.
yeah. The passport one's by the courthouse.
I had to go there for work. It was pretty nice. They had coffee and Timbits when I was
It's
there.
sick that you can get a passport for 10 years now.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
so nice. I think mine doesn't expire till like 2028.
Man, think about that. You're literally like, you have to go to a Service Ontario.
Yeah.
Somehow they must have some deal with the government.
Which
The stupidest shit ever
for
is,
people listening. How do we? What is this like for Americans?
It's like the DMV,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
The stupidest shit ever is like that we have to get a sticker for our license plate.
Yeah.
I have to spend like $200 to get this sticker for 2 years just to drive on the roads.
Mine cost $470 too because I had parking tickets piled up.
It's
from
a,
another place.
And yeah, and they don't let you get anything unless you pay all your
No.
tickets off.
it's the
Rob's
perfect
just like, man,
example
these-
of a monopoly.
Yeah.
These prices are just going up every year. I don't
Yeah.
know why it's 500, 600.
Yeah.
I had 13 parking tickets on my file.
Oh,
Really?
my God.
I just-
Where?
From school.
But the school parking tickets are like from
Yeah,
the
but-
university.
But
Hold
that
on.
city is such like a dump that they are so desperate to make money that there is like every single curb and every single like place you can put your car is like a parking spot, and they're all limited to 2 hours.
You,
And
you do realize that if you'd bought a yearly pass, it probably would
I know,
be
but
cheaper.
the yearly pass, like at the time, wasn't expecting to get parking tickets, so I didn't want
He's
to
a
pay
risk
$100 for a thing.
Fair.
So
Um,
if you get a ticket or something at a university you don't go to, you don't have to pay it. It's like an open ticket. I wonder if you just like rack them all up and don't pay them until you're not a student. Do you just not have
No,
to
mine were all from the
Yeah. See, it depends who's
municipality
ticketing you.
of
If it's like the
city.
people at the university ticketing you, then no. But it's always
Yeah.
the city coming through.
It's
and
always the city, and they come
banging
and
out
chalk your
cars.
tires, and if you're not there within like 5 minutes of your limit, you're screwed.
Yeah.
But usually if you owe the university money and you go there, they just like they fuck you in other ways. Like even if it is open, they're like you can't take your exams until you pay this ticket.
Yeah. But no,
I've
this is,
only had one Laurier facilitated ticket, and I paid it off relatively quick. but the ones from the city are just such a hassle.
There's nothing you can do about it. Well, actually, now you can pay online, but it's still annoying.
I don't have a card that can do that.
When I got my speeding ticket on Highway 6, I just went home, paid it online, $50. Didn't think
Wasn't that the one
again.
where you were like going 60 over the speed limit?
No. I got one for going 46 over, and I got one for going like 30 over. But when I say 30 over, it was like I was driving 105. Okay, 25 over, 105 and a 80.
Oh, nice.
Which on Highway 6, nobody's there. He's like, the only reason I'm giving you a ticket is we have like speed related deaths on this highway. Like whatever. At the end of the day, I'm speeding.
Yeah.
He dropped it down to like a 89
Minimum?
or something, $50, no demerit points. Like, okay.
I don't mean to brag, but I've never gotten a ticket for anything except for parking.
Yeah, but
I was
do
about to say, you just said you're
Not
13.
like 12, yeah.
While my car's moving, I've never gotten a ticket.
I've never gotten a ticket or even a parking
I've
ticket.
gotten 2 or 3. There's nothing more exciting than those lights flashing in your mirror.
I've been pulled over twice, but I never got a ticket.
Well,
Well,
Shane,
you
you have a
fucker.
story about
Yeah.
that, right? How you got pulled over and then they let you go?
Oh yeah, okay. I got pulled over, and it just so I was moving into town from like out in the country, and I got pulled over, and the lady's like, first of all, I have all my shit in my back seat, and this lady comes up and like, what the hell are you doing? And I was like, I'm moving into the city. She's like, why is everything so dusty? Like, you think you'd clean it before you put it in the car? And I'm just sitting there like, you're pulling me over for a ticket, and I'm getting torched.
As if this is bad enough. Just getting roasted by the cops.
Yeah, but I was going like 120 and an 80, and so she took all my stuff, went back to the car, and then came back, and she reduced it all the way down to like the very minimum,
Oh, you're
which
lucky.
was like super lucky. And then that year at Christmas, I run into one of my cousins who's trained to be a cop, and it just so happened he was in that car. So when she ran all my stuff, my face popped up, and he's like,
No.
"Oh, yo, that's my cousin. Just cut him a break." So that's the only reason, because this lady was like, I was gonna. She said to him, she's like, I was gonna ticket him for sure.
Shane
So-
was going to be, he would still be in jail right now.
No, not in jail, but
we would
I
be
would've
breaking
been-
Shane out tomorrow.
Speeding in a shit car, everything's dusty.
Yeah.
He looks sketch as fuck. He's lanky, malnourished. Like, this guy's on some form of cocaine.
Yeah, he saved me for sure. He
you
saved me.
imagine?
It would have been like 4 demerit points and like
Screw
a $400 or
that,
$500
man.
fine.
Yeah. Well, so when I went 46 over, I'm pretty sure the only reason he dropped it was
over.
Thanksgiving morning up in North Bay, not a fucking soul in sight, and I'm going 146, just trying to literally get home for Thanksgiving lunch. And he pulled me over. Another squad car pulls up. He called in fucking backup. He comes.
Bring in the SWAT team. Bring in the SWAT team.
All
We
I
got a
remember
Subaru.
from like looking at no, it was in the CRV.
Oh,
all I
even
remember
worse.
from like all these
Things
videos
never
is like
played
keep
it.
both hands on the wheel. So I like rolled around like high up. I'm fucking shaking.
Yeah.
Like in my mom's car. He's like, if you were going 4 more kilometers an hour, I'd be taking your mom's car. I'm like, fuck. So we put it down to a 129, 3 demerit points, $150 fine.
That's still
That's
huge.
nice.
Those
That's
demerit
really
points,
bad.
you will feel that insurance for a long time.
well, it's done now. They're off my record now.
Oh, okay.
I
Never
thi-
mind.
I thi-
Sorry about that.
You forgot he's white.
I think it's 3 years.
Yeah.
And then I called my dad because I'm like, fuck, my dad's gonna just tear me a new asshole. And
Yeah, it's scary.
So I'm like, I'll just get it over the way. I call him. I'm like, Dad, like I'm on my way home. I just got a speeding ticket though. He's like, oh, I got my first speeding ticket when I was 19 too. And I'm like,
It's a
what?
bonding moment.
You're not
Yeah.
mad? He's like, well, no, it happens. Like I'm not paying it. But like,
You're gonna pay it.
and I get back to my cottage because I was going from North Bay to cottage for Thanksgiving, and my mom just fucking rips me a new one.
Yeah,
I was like, what the hell? She's like, you're in my fucking car. You could have fucking killed
She doesn't
yourself.
even care about you. She's like, don't break
how's my
car.
CRV?
Yeah, pretty much.
But I think we can all agree, like, the biggest, like, you feel like the world's biggest bitch when like a cop is talking to you because you're just like,
Yeah,
you're just like,
it's-
I'm gonna do anything I can just to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Like if this guy wants me to do like jumping jacks naked, I'd get out of the car and do it.
Exactly. Like, clothes are off.
Literally.
Yeah.
Bro, what's that picture of the dude just fucking naked? It's
It's a Da Vinci.
Yeah,
thing.
yeah. You see Rob fucking going
That's
full
gonna
Da
be
Vinci.
me. If it gets me out of a ticket, just Photoshop my face on top of the.
Well, actually, I don't know if I can show this because it's got,
Yeah, it's got straight dick in it.
literally, there's 2.
I see
Can
a
you just
penile
Photoshop
structure.
like a black dot?
Jeez.
on the
No.
dick?
A quadra-dick.
What kind of humans existed back then? Got
Well-
4 arms, 4 legs, and 2 wieners,
If
man.
anyone listening wants to look it up, it's the Da Vinci Man. That's all
Yeah.
you gotta look up.
The
hilarious.
quadra-dick.
The quadrant.
Octo dick.
It's like one of those final bosses.
It's
in
like one of
Dark
those
Souls,
hula
like-
skirts from like when you're in Hawaii, just like
It's like the Dark Souls boss in the like whatever, some forest. It's got like 3 heads. It's like some Hydra.
Never played the
You
game.
mean Cerberus?
No.
Oh.
Dark
I
Souls is
guess
too
I could have
spooky.
used that reference also.
I've always wanted to play a game like that, like Bloodborne or Dark Souls, but
They're so much fun.
they look fun, but I just feel like I would suck.
Apparently, it's not good to play them on PC
No.
because they don't
Mouse
make good
keyboard?
controls.
No.
Like the company, and they don't let you change them.
Oh.
I actually might get Assassin's Creed. Just the side note, but anyways. you
Yeah,
were
they have
saying-
Dark Souls for Switch, I think.
Really?
Yeah, pretty sure.
And
Can run
Overwatch
it?
is gonna be on Switch now too.
Locked
Really?
at 30
Yeah.
FPS.
Ew, really?
Yeah.
Yikes.
That would look pretty gross.
Rough.
I'm not a
Mhm.
huge fan of that idea.
Well, I even noticed it now, like with Fire Emblem Three Houses. When you're like walking around the campus, sometimes for me it gets really frame ratey. Like I'll turn a corner and just go like chop, chop, chop,
In
chop.
Switch's defense, that's like a pretty
It is.
graphical intensive game.
It's beautiful.
It
Yeah,
is.
It's so
But like that's the
nice.
only time I've noticed it. The other time was when we did, or me and my friends did, 4-person split screen Mario Kart at 200cc,
Yeah.
and like whenever someone would boost, the Switch went down to like 2 FPS. What's like everyone's just like,
What is
okay, go.
What is CC? How does that affect the thing?
It's like the hardest
the
difficulty.
speed of the other drivers
Oh,
and
okay.
stuff.
But it, like essentially what it does is just it speeds up the game. It doesn't actually speed up your car.
Oh, so
So
just
like
the-
everything's
Oh.
just speeding up really
and
fast.
probably faster the harder it is, right?
Yeah,
Faster.
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, you got to react faster and
Yeah.
everything.
Okay.
Because I don't think it actually makes you faster. I'm pretty sure it just speeds up the game, which is probably why I got frame ratey.
Well, like, and it technically makes them faster because
Yeah.
the game's sped up and you're not.
Well,
sort of,
technically.
Where are you guys in Fire Emblem?
I haven't played since Raleigh.
What?
I'm on my second playthrough.
I thought Shane came over before to play Fire Emblem.
I was chatting with Annie about it. Annie's been
Ah.
playing a bunch.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, true.
Well, I've been playing WoW Classic.
You're in your second playthrough now?
Pretty early though.
No spoilers.
No, no
But
spoilers.
I want to try to play it through. I
Dumbledore
think,
dies. I didn't say anything.
Technically not wrong.
I think after like the second week of the new season, I'll probably have time again to play it.
Yeah,
So I'm gonna be well behind.
I'm in a rough spot now because Link's Awakening's coming out, and I'm
Beat
tempted.
the fucking game. You're like 2 missions off.
I'm
He's literally 2 missions
I'm 2
off, beating
missions off.
everything, getting all
I
the
know.
closure he needs. He can put the game away forever, and he just won't do
Oh,
it.
Definitely not forever.
I've been like that. BioShock Infinite, I loved it, but like I put the last mission off probably like a month. I was just like, I just don't want the game
Well,
to be
we're,
done.
we're pretty much up to a month.
Yeah.
Again, but this is like you can play through it again because there's 3 houses, 3 different stories.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah.
I've never actually played
Yeah,
a Fire Emblem
one
game,
split
so
a bit,
I'm not too
but
sure how they.
They're so much fun.
Is it all like
I don't think-
RTS or like?
Rob may not have the patience for it.
It's basically
Yeah, probably
like
not, to be honest.
It's a turn-based team game, so you have like a squad of people, and you move them, and then the enemy moves, and then you move.
Oh, I think I
and
played a game like that once.
There's like XCOM that's like it. Another game on
It's like
PC
the
is like
Fire Emblem is the best way to
Is it
describe it.
like-
Is like an easy XCOM.
This is probably
Yeah.
it's probably a ridiculous comparison, but like Halo Wars, kind of the same.
So that's an RTS, real-time
Yeah.
strategy. So it's a strategy game, but it's turn-based. It's like Civilization.
Oh,
Think like that.
Okay. Yeah, I like
But-
Halo Wars. a
Have you
lot.
ever played Civilization?
Yeah, I've seen my friend play it.
Oh yeah.
Wait, did you say you like Halo Wars?
Yeah.
Dude, it's on PC.
Christian's
is?
been wanting
Yeah.
someone to play Halo.
I was gonna buy
Wars
us
with him
all
forever.
copies so we could
you've
all play
played Halo
together.
Wars before?
Dude, that was my
Jesus.
favorite game on the Xbox.
Really?
Yeah, I love.
I haven't played it since the first one, but I liked it a lot.
Yeah, it was. Well, Halo Wars 2 wasn't that good,
Oh.
but Halo Wars 1 is on
I
Steam.
love Halo so much, so it's like I love the actual Halo games, but like there's a whole
It's
new
sick.
way to play it, and I was like, damn, this
We'll
is
just
like
wait
right up
till
my alley.
Master Chief Collection comes out.
Well, I already played the Master Chief Collection.
Well, on PC.
Well, I don't want to play it on PC because then I'll have to use the mouse. and
Okay, fuck
keyboard.
off. We're inviting.
Just plug in a
replacement Rob.
controller.
I could do that.
Yeah.
Well, my,
Yeah,
C- my,
literally.
my PC probably couldn't even handle it though. Mine's so outdated by now. I
Hey,
bet
just
mine's.
take that one next to you.
I mean,
Yo,
sure,
what
I'd love
the
to.
fuck?
It's got a shitty power supply. It's my old PC from before.
Do you remember the
upgraded
parts
this.
of my computer? Could I swap some out and put them in there?
You want to swap out your shitty parts and put them in?
Like,
I feel like
the power supply in mine could be better than that
Why
one.
does the power
Oh.
supply matter? Don't you just
Well,
plug it in?
My power supply is just a little wonky in that sometimes it'll blue screen, and then also before you turn it on, you have to completely unplug the PC, let it sit for like 10 seconds, and then plug it back in. Otherwise, if you try to turn it on, it won't do anything.
That's whack.
it's definitely only fucked up because you were playing with like not a fan running for the first year.
That's
It
still
was
one of the
just it was
funniest.
Yeah,
chugging
fair.
way too hard.
That's still
for
one of
way
the
too
funniest
long.
stories I've ever heard.
Well,
I know.
I can't believe it took me so long because I was always like, this computer's so quiet, it doesn't make any noise. And then when I'm just tweaking with it, I'm like, my CPU fan's not plugged in.
Oh my
Brand
God.
new computer.
Plug it in, I'm like, oh my god, this is so fucking
The world's
loud.
fanciest computer
That
doesn't
one,
have fans.
But it makes no sense because even everyone in chat was like, how did your computer survive? Because without a CPU fan, your computer's supposed to just fry immediately.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how it survived.
That's a testament to the rest of the parts.
Yeah, and then now my new PC's got like 6 fans.
That one's just legitimately quiet.
Yeah, you can't hear it at all.
Which is
amazing.
insane.
My computer is like has it's dusty as hell on the inside,
Oh yeah.
and it has a GTX 960. I want to say.
That's
Isn't
still
that what-
pretty new.
Isn't that what yours has?
That's like 3 years old.
Is mine?
No,
I think
it's not 3 years old because we
No,
built.
yours is a.
I think no
Fucking
shit.
right.
I think
Dude,
this is a 980 or 970.
we built my computer 6 years ago.
It's the same generation, but it's
I
like
was
a
there.
zero.
Yeah,
think it might be-
mine's
That's the
6
first
years
time-
old, so it couldn't. It has a GTX 960.
That's the
couldn't
first
be-
time you met
Well,
Amanda.
the current generation
Yeah, I
was
remember
the
that.
20 series, and the last generation was the 10 series, and the one before that was the 9 series.
Like I still like most games I play, I have to go on like medium. Like I played Shadow of Mordor a few days ago. I tried to, and it was looked pretty ass. Siege is like medium everything. BioShock I could actually play on high settings somehow,
Whoa.
but
I'm pretty sure you have the 960 because when we were getting the Predator, it has a 1050 Ti, and we were comparing it to Shane's because his was a generation sooner, but like a upgrade.
I swear this is a 970.
Fuck.
But we should look.
I just turn it on and show up.
Shane doesn't know. Or
I showed
give a
up to
shit.
Christian's one day and was like, I need a PC, let's go get one. And we did
that's-
it.
That was the scariest moment of my life when Shane, you dropped off all your parts. Like we went to the store, we bought them. You went home. I took your computer to my place and I built it. And he's like, okay, I'm going away for the weekend. I'll come back and pick it up on Monday. And then
You said
I built it Sunday night, plug it in, press the button, and nothing happened. Like,
And he's
what-
panicking.
I was losing my shit because it was like you spent like $1,800 or something.
Oh, it was like 12.
oh, it's pocket
Yeah.
change.
Or yeah, 1,200, which is still a decent amount of money, especially back then.
Oh,
'cause
yeah.
I was in Zaire still.
We
so
were
I was like,
part-time, yeah.
I had no money, so I was like, I can't pay for these
He's got
parts.
like,
we're
one
gonna-
good Minecraft video.
Yeah.
And then eventually, I can't remember what exactly it was, but it was like the smallest
It was
little
you
thing.
didn't like you have to turn the power supply on.
It wasn't. I don't think it was.
I'm
that
pretty
one.
sure it was that because it just didn't.
Oh, okay. Well, I did that with this new PC as well.
Oh, Jesus.
That was the same thing.
Because you tested, because you can test like every part to see if it works.
Yeah.
And then in the end, it was just that.
It might have been just that.
And remember, there was like some issue with maybe the motherboard. Something didn't work at all. That we just returned and they just gave us a new one. But I don't remember what it was.
Wasn't that? No, that was later though, because we updated your RAM, your CPU.
and then the RAM card didn't fit.
Yeah.
And I had to wait like a week to get another one.
he
Out of all the problems to
Jesus
have,
Christ.
he had to swap the motherboard, and I was like, oh, that's fine. Like, we'll just go get a cheap motherboard. I'll swap out all the parts. It'll take 5 minutes. And I'm like, oh, it's a different CPU. So when we go and buy a different CPU, and like we put it in, I'm like, oh, it's a different RAM.
And then there was like we couldn't even get there. I don't remember what was going on. I think I
It
had
was
to go
closed
somewhere.
already,
Yeah.
and you were leaving. And
we were
we're
just
like,
like,
all right.
fuck that. At that, so at a certain
Yeah.
point, you just kind of get to a point where it's like, fuck it. I don't even care what it is anymore. Just throw it together and turn it on. I remember the biggest struggle for me was that I didn't realize that my Intel, what do you call it, motherboard processor,
Yeah, CPU.
has integrated graphics, right?
Yeah.
So I started playing. I forget what the first game I played was. It was probably
Minecraft.
No, I didn't.
Minecraft.
I've never played Minecraft. Oh, I have once, like 10 years ago, or not 10 years ago, probably 8. But anyway, so I'm trying. I think it was like, I don't remember what game it was, but it was supposed to look good. And I opened it up on my PC, and it looks like garbage. And I'm like, what the fuck, right? I just bought this super nice PC. Why does it look like fucking
Super nice. Wasn't it like
looks
$800?
It was like $11.50.
Top
all in.
of the line.
And then I got a bunch of shit secondhand, my monitor and keyboard, all that. But anyway, so I'm like, why the hell does my game look so bad? And I'm like screwing around. I'm like so mad. I'm like, spend all this money on what? Garbage. And then I'm like calling all my friends, being like, what the hell? I think it was either you or like, might have been Niall or maybe something like that. Was like,
Yeah.
have you switched the graphics to your graphics card yet? Because it defaults to your other one. And then, sure enough, I think I'll just say it was Overwatch, just for the sake of the story. I go and check the Overwatch things. It's set to be the Intel graphics. And then I click the drop down. It's like GTX 970. Oh, this makes so much more sense. That was brutal.
My favorite part about when you were buying the PC was he was like making a big deal about it. He's like, we're getting the PC. It's going to be great. And then we go, and I think your card maxed out like $500. So I had to pay for the rest of your cards, and then you just paid me back.
Yeah,
after.
it was a pretty sketchy process. The cashier was probably like, this guy should not be buying a computer.
$500 limit.
Literally.
Yikes.
Yeah, I had
That
to put
blows.
like $800 on my card or something just because he couldn't.
And then he dropped me off, and we never talked again. No,
I was gonna say, even back in the day, Christian was balling out.
yeah.
This is actually why Rob is in so many videos. He's still paying me back.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, it's a lifetime.
I ran
debt.
out of money at the time. I was running on $70 then also. So
His expenses this week were Amazon, tuna, and his PC to Christian.
yeah,
From lifetime debt.
2012.
it's like a perpetuity for for the rest of my life.
$10 each.
Yikes.
Oh.
Do you want to go back to sports?
I was gonna say, I completely
we
forgot.
got way off.
So it was a.
So video games.
How do we even get off this? I forget what we were
Who
talking
knows?
Were
about.
you talking about notebooks? Drew started mentioning his parents.
Job interviews,
Yeah.
blah blah
Yeah.
blah. Okay.
We spiraled real quick.
Yeah.
So it was a interesting week one in the NFL, you could say.
Best ever.
Sports.
I need to take a photo of this so I can post it.
Yeah. Put it after.
It's just fucking chicken scratch.
Literally. No, you have to get this. It's literally the scribblings of a madman whenever
Rob
this
used his
picture
whole
is
fucking hand
viewed
for
by
that
the
one.
thing.
All right, you're good.
Okay. So yeah, for our fellow football fans here, it was a crazy week one in the NFL. So we'll start with the big game from last night. Shane's Steelers got whooped at home to the Pats 33-3.
It wasn't good.
Tom Brady, Father Time, still got it. And then we'll just bang through some scores of the less important games, less important in the context of us. So the 49ers beat the Buccaneers 35-17. The LA Chargers, which I still call the San Diego Chargers. Christian's giving Drew a stink eye because he hates sports.
No, I'm trying to remember if I know any of these teams, and I don't.
So the Los Angeles Chargers, not the San Diego Chargers, beat the Indianapolis Colts 30-24.
Okay. Hold on. For the other scores, give the second name. Christian has to guess what.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, let's go.
Okay, so I'll say the city, and then we have to guess the team. So Cleveland.
No, do the other way around.
Okay, so the Browns and Titans. Cleveland Browns and the Titans of. It starts with the T. Also, I'll give you a hint.
Tennessee.
Yeah.
Hey.
So So one quick note about the Browns game. I've been a huge Browns ambassador ever since Baker got drafted. He's been my boy. I thought they were gonna do something better. Shane, maybe you have an opinion also.
They fucked over my fantasy.
Yeah,
That's
they
all I
fucked
gotta
over a lot of
say. They
fantasy.
fucked over everything.
The only thing I can add here is that I've heard that exact line 50 times this week on stream. Every single person's like, my fantasy league is
fantasy
fucked.
season. Fantasy season's a stressful one.
Thanks,
I won
Baker
my
Mayfield.
game. Yeah, literally. I won my game by 1.7 points. So the guy I was playing was not happy. But yeah, anyways, Browns got smoked by the Titans. My Vikings.
Skull
Vikes.
Minnesota.
Yay!
Let's
Minnesota.
Who's never won a
Oh, come on.
Dude, we're trying to do a podcast here, man.
Don't make them cry.
Yeah. So they smoked Atlanta. Kirk Cousins threw the ball 10 times.
Kirk and all his cousins.
Yeah, Kirk and all the cousins.
both of them?
No, all three, man. They all showed up.
Yeah.
He threw the ball 10 times. Minnesota finally has a run game. It looks great. And they beat the Falcon. Oh, I guess we already blew the
Yeah,
city.
you
yeah, we
fucked that
killed
one up.
I didn't even hear it.
Next
Falcons, who are they?
Florida.
Atlanta.
Fuck.
Close enough.
Close enough. Does
Same-
Florida even have
same
a
state,
team
right?
in the NFL? I guess there's
Jacksonville.
Miami and Jacksonville.
Yeah, they're both.
There's a bunch of college schools for them too.
It's like, wait a second.
Yeah.
You have two teams.
So wait, are we doing this? He has to guess where or
He
the
has to guess
logo?
the city.
Okay, so the Rams beat the Panthers 30-27.
Okay. I know the Rams. I've heard that one before. Carolina Panthers.
Carolina Panthers. Look at this.
Oh.
The Rams just moved 2 years ago. Also,
Oh, fuck. Okay. Boston.
no, L.A. They went from St. Louis though. That's probably why.
Yeah,
St.
that's
Louis.
what-
Oh yeah, definitely.
Literally, every NFL
No,
fan.
that one I've heard from Rob.
Drew, would you
Yeah.
get all these? Or you
Oh, God, no.
I was gonna say, are you as
Oh, I
clueless?
thought you were.
Christian's doing way better than I
Yeah.
would.
See who can get them faster.
We're informing the general public about football knowledge here. NFL, if you're listening, we're expanding your fan base.
NFL's on Twitch now.
Not arena.
Oh,
Really?
exactly.
Yeah.
Listen up.
good for
Sponsor a podcast.
What is it? Wednesday night
Jesus.
football or whatever? Thursday?
Thursday Night Football. It's on Amazon and Twitch.
Yeah.
Tuesday morning football.
Afternoon tea, crumpets, and football.
Crumpets and crunches.
So the enigmatic Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs brought down the Jaguars 40-26.
Jacksonville.
Jacksonville Jaguars. And where are the Chiefs from?
Hey, how are you?
Hey, yo.
Boston.
No, KC.
Nice stat.
Kansas.
No, Casey.
Casey doesn't even help me. He still has no idea what Casey is.
Kansas City.
Casey.
Oh, I thought you said like
Casey Neistat.
Casey, Ohio? I don't know.
Starts for quarterback for the Kansas City Chiefs. And then the Ravens blew out the Dolphins yesterday.
Miami.
fuck.
Miami Dolphins.
And
Florida technically.
What was the
counts.
other team?
the Ravens.
The Ravens. That's gonna be I don't expect him to get this one.
I do.
Starts with a B.
We've been there.
Boston.
Boston.
There's no Boston
Buffalo
team.
I was just fucking them over.
Okay, so there's only 3 more games left, so we can.
Baltimore, by the way.
And just a disclaimer
I
for
love
the
how I
next
said Buffalo,
3.
Chris, like,
There's
fuck.
there's no Boston. There's a New England, and there's no Florida. There's Jacksonville, and Tampa Bay.
You guys
Sure.
had better improve every stream.
We'll get this down to a science at one point. Anyways, so the Bills beat the Jets.
Give
Buffalo
him-
Bills, New York Jets. Well, let's get
I was
through the rest of the story. Yeah.
Rob's honestly just had enough.
Let's pull the fucking Band-Aid off.
Eagles came back to beat the Skins in a thriller.
Philadelphia.
Yep.
Exactly. The
What are-
New York Giants.
What are the Redskins?
Racist. They're gonna change the name.
Racist.
By the way, they're gonna change their name. I
Are
guarantee.
they? I thought the owner was
Yeah,
like,
them and
nah.
Indians.
No, like the Cleveland Indians are gonna have to change their name soon.
But the owner was like, I don't.
Well, like the Redskins did, like they reached out to a local like
A native?
Aboriginal like group, and they were like, does our name offend you?" And they were like, "No." But then the NFL was still like, "People are getting offended by this. We have to look into it."
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Classic.
What is the Redskins?
People getting offended for other
Washington
people.
Redskins.
I would never guess
Yeah.
that.
And then my second
Montana.
favorite team, the Dallas Cowboys, smacked the New York Giants 35-17. Ezekiel Elliott is back from his suspension.
And you
It
did
looks
nothing.
fantastic.
You didn't do
He
anything.
got a touchdown and 70-something yards. It was pretty good.
I guess.
Dak Prescott's playing for that money. He
Gotta
wants to get
that
paid.
bread.
So Michael Vick.
Where
He's
is he
not in
right
the
now?
NFL. He's an analyst
the
on
only-
Fox Sports. And yes, you
That's
only,
the only NFL
you only know
person.
him because of his.
The only football game I got to go to, I got to see Michael Vick play.
That's unreal, man.
Yeah, but it was like after he had gone to jail and came back, and he was the backup to this on the Steelers, and he fucking sucked.
Yeah.
he sucked.
I'll admit, there's a lot of like crooks in the NFL, and like guys who are like should be convicted. There's guys in the league right
People
now,
just like murdering their first, second, and third wives in elevators.
pretty much like
Yeah.
there's guys that I don't like. Obviously, my opinion means nothing. I'm just some guy watching in Canada.
Just some
but like
vapor dude.
You're
there's
some guy with a podcast.
yeah,
Yeah.
literally. But there's guys that I just don't think should be in the league.
Such as
Such as
Kareem Hunt, Tyreek Hill.
Kareem Hunt kicked one woman.
Like, but
That's not even that bad.
Like-
and like we're not talking kick, like we're talking Spartan
talking,
kicked in a
like-
parking lot.
I'm just talking like all the. I'm
You
just
did
talking,
an allowance
it
of
once.
2. That's only one.
Yeah.
I'm saying all the surrounding accusations just made my gut feeling about him
but
change.
he got suspended 8 games
Yeah.
and he got kicked off his team.
Did he get
Like-
Spartan kicked though?
What more do you fucking want?
the amount of
Exactly.
the amount of
That's assault.
And
No.
he got punished.
okay. So
and
here's
he didn't get charged.
Christian. Here's what happened with Kareem Hunt. He was out with his boys.
Okay.
And then they were with some
The
girls.
lads.
And then they went up to his hotel room.
Okay.
And then the girls weren't cooperating with what they had in mind, if you know what I mean.
Sex. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they started the guy Kareem Hunt and his friends kicked all the girls out of the room, and on the way out, one of the girls called Kareem Hunt a very racist, strong word that would piss off someone of that.
So gave her a good boot.
Yeah, and then he said "fuck you" and literally kicked her like right in, like the
So he kicked her in the
area.
jaw 3
Oh, he cunt punted her.
like not right there, but it was close.
Oh.
And like he just was swearing at her and had to get restrained. It looked really bad on the camera recording of the situation, if you know what I mean.
That just kind of sounds really bad.
No, it's an awful situation, but like when you're just watching a camera feed of a guy kicking a woman, it's like, what
No.
the fuck?
They took it way out of context.
Well,
Yeah.
I can
That's-
fully say sure. Like you can get upset if someone hits you with a racial slur.
No, I'm on the
But
argument that this guy shouldn't be in the league anymore.
No, yeah, 100%. He should be
Yeah.
like in jail or something. I don't
Yeah.
care if someone says something bad to you. You don't physically assault someone because they badmouth.
Especially if they're a girl and you're a guy. It's just basic.
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't care about that. But
In grade 5, some dude called my like friend's little brother a bad word. He broke a fucking mini stick over his head.
He was ready to kill
the
him.
hockey mini sticks.
Yeah.
He called his little brother, so like my friend took a mini stick and just like beat it over this
Did he
grade
call him
4's
like
head.
the word?
Shit.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Damn.
Jeez.
But
Anyway, continue. Kareem.
anyways, so Kareem Hunt shouldn't be in the league. Tyreek Hill, he punched his kid in the chest, and there's audio of him threatening his wife and people
Hold
he
on.
knows.
What's worth punching your kid in the chest or making out with your kid on a massage table?
Okay, he didn't
Punching
make out
your
with his kid.
Give him a little
That's the Tom Brady thing, right?
Yeah. That's
Or-
nothing.
That's the biggest overreaction of the internet
Yeah,
ever.
for sure.
It's just like people.
No,
it's
I
Tom
saw
Brady.
the
It was
video.
a peck on the lip.
It was an awkward fucking
was like a
kiss
3-second
for your
peck.
son.
Like it's
That's
just
it-
one of those
he didn't-
things that like
it
seems
was-
normal to their family, but when it gets put on TV, it's just like
Yeah.
I looked at it and I was like, this is a little weird. I wouldn't kiss my dad unless, but at the same time, it's like this
Hey, to each their
guy's
own,
like
right?
9. He's
Yeah.
just like Tom Brady's obviously married.
Also, watch back the video. It's not that long.
No.
People always say they're like, oh, it was like 2 minutes long.
Yeah.
Like, no,
like
it
2
was
seconds, 3 seconds
no,
maybe.
Even that's long. I think it was like done.
I think
Little
my
peck.
issue with it is I don't get like kissing your kids on the lips. Period. let
I've never
alone
done
for
it like
that
as a
long.
kid to my parents.
Okay, well,
obviously, but-
here's. I had this argument last time.
I
and
never
here's-
have either.
And here's my equivalency. When you see your family,
In
like
Colombia.
your aunt or your uncle, how do you greet them?
I give them a hug.
Yeah, in Spanish culture, we give them a kiss on the cheek.
Yeah, and
And
Tom Brady's culture.
in my culture, reach into their pants. No, I'm kidding.
That's the other reason I'm laughing. My head's like in my culture, we pull their pants down.
In Tom Brady's
But
culture,
you get what I mean. It's like
gives his kids on the.
if you gave your uncle a kiss on the cheek, he'd probably be like, "What the fuck's wrong with you?" Right?
That's fair. That's actually fair. That's fair.
Whereas for my family, that's perfectly
This is
normal.
the weirdest mental
It's just
images
like,
in my
if I
head.
give my aunt a reach around, it's just like, hey, I'm really happy to see you.
Merry Christmas.
But you know
Thanks
what
for that
I
present.
Whereas
Christian-
Drew's family
Christian
would be
gets one.
offended.
Christian gets one a year.
mean. But you know what I mean, right? It's
Yeah, fair.
But 3 seconds? Man,
It's not
that's-
3 seconds. Oh my! I'm
Hey,
pulling up the clip.
whatever. Tom Brady is like
Man.
immortal.
Yeah.
You're literally-
He's like
He's the best there ever was.
handsome. He's
Yeah.
the best NFL player to ever walk
His
the earth.
wife is beautiful. His family is beautiful.
He has 2 beautiful children. 3.
he
2
can
or
do whatever
3.
he wants. Oh,
Okay,
hello.
why does he have to be shirtless on a massage table?
Because he's getting a massage.
Well, then why is this kid?
Wait,
There. You're saying that is 3 seconds
that's count.
long.
That kid
quick.
got some like.
wait.
tongue
Is
in
this
nose.
can the stream / everyone see the
Okay,
video?
we'll pull it up.
Here's what I don't get. Just like why? Why is there a need in the first place?
That's half a second.
Look at the
most.
KK.
Yeah,
watch
that is a lot
watch
quicker
the
than I
kid's
thought.
reaction though. He
He
does
rolled his
not
eyes.
want to be there.
What did Tom Brady say? Did he say
also
kiss,
embarrassed
kiss?
about being on TV.
Yeah.
Recorded.
He's never kissed his dad in front of people before. It's usually in the privacy of their own house.
It is pretty funny though, seeing all the comments on social media. Like, whenever a new player goes to the Patriots, but oh, watch out, Tom's gonna try and kiss him.
Oh yeah.
People
And then it's so funny because Brown just got
Yeah.
signed by the Patriots, and the first thing on Twitter Tom Brady put was like, if you're looking for a place to stay, you can
move in.
stay here till you're settled. And he's like inviting him in with the family. I can just imagine him meeting at the door, just giving a peck on him.
Antonio. Mwah, mwah.
all I'm saying is it's not weird.
No, I don't think so.
Well, like, it can be a little
Hey.
weird because in your family situation it's not normal, but it's not like he's making out with his son.
It could be weirder.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll give you
Anything
that.
could be weirder.
Here's
Yeah, have you
my
ever
take.
hugged like an uncle for an awkward amount of time?
Yeah.
Just kind of like, okay, you can let go of me. I kind of want to go. Same thing.
My take is that it's
You
not.
linger a little.
My take is that's not
Little
super
tongue
weird.
gets slipped in there.
It's not like super weird, but it's just fun to kind of troll and make memes and
For
jokes
sure.
about. You know what I mean? It's like it, because like, oh, he kissed his son. You know what I mean? That just sounds kind of weird until you see the video. But it's easy to enough to be like, Tom Brady kisses his kids. Like,
Do you
what
think
a
he kisses
psychopath.
his daughters like that?
Probably not actually. I would say like he wouldn't.
Hugs them.
Yeah, he hugs them.
Now
I'm
it's
pretty
getting
sure-
kind of weird.
Yeah.
my brother, when like my nephew and niece were younger, he'd like give them a peck on the mouth. And it was daughter and son. Not
As long as you're being equal.
separate but equal. That's
Yeah.
what that means, right?
Yeah. As long as you're giving like the same amount of time to each person, same amount of lift to
kisses.
each person.
Pulls out the stopwatch.
Yeah.
Also, I wanted to say, Rob, in all of that football discussion, the one thing I learned is that the character on Family Guy, Cleveland Brown,
It's
is named after
the
that
Cleveland
team.
Browns,
I
yeah.
had no idea.
I learned that like last year, and it was kind of like one of those moments. But like,
Like the whole seal thing.
A seal walks into a club.
a blind man walks into a bar,
Oh,
and then some
yeah,
chairs, and then a light. Get it?
Okay, I gotta take
Can you
this
explain
phone
to me?
call real quick.
But
Oh my god.
I'm serious.
What is it?
I don't know. I just got a phone call from my friend's dad. so I feel like I should take it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Drew,
Do it on
you
speaker
have-
into the microphone.
No.
Your friend's dad from BC. We get
That
it.
you see once a year.
Jesus
And
Christ.
Australia.
Okay. Be gone.
God.
BRB.
Be back in 2 minutes.
Okay,
All right, now we have to fill the void that is Drew.
let's just slander him the whole
Just
time.
shut the door and lock him out.
We'll just slander him.
We should have just
Dude, Drew's so
replaced
short.
him. Yeah, he is.
He's short as
Did you get
fuck.
that video of the rock climbing?
No.
They sent
Oh,
me to you?
you're
Oh, yeah.
It's like a child in a diaper. I'm like, this is what Drew looks like.
The rock wall's like 2 feet off the ground.
Yeah, the kid was actually pretty far up considering. Like
Yeah.
last time we were climbing, it was so funny. There was like a kid that's like 7, or like some even younger, and they're going up the wall. If this kid falls from the top, dead.
Like, they reach terminal
Broken neck.
velocity immediately.
They're broken neck for sure. If I fall off the wall, I'm dead.
When you're a baby, you have a low center of gravity. You know what I mean? You're always low to the ground.
But this kid made it up. She gets to the top, and then she like goes like so you can walk kind of around and then come back down.
Yeah.
She goes and then she comes back just to stare down at all of us. And I'm like,
She's like, haha,
what
I
the
made it.
Hell yeah.
I'm this little kid and I made it.
Yeah.
That's funny. Oh, me and Drew had an idea. We should like talk about the worst / funniest people we've ever had to deal with at Zare's while bagging.
Well, now that Drew's gone,
Well, now
this
that's
is the
perfect.
optimal
Yeah.
time to talk
Yeah.
about it.
once Drew gets back from
The shitter.
well, who was he calling again?
His
His friend's dad.
friend's girlfriend or something.
Yeah.
He's trying to slide in.
His
Yeah.
friend's girlfriend. Well, Drew has a
Brady
girlfriend.
listens to this.
Oh shit.
Uh-oh.
God, oh my
Oh, Drew's mom
no.
listens to this.
Oh my god, you just exposed him.
We can't talk about all the times Drew did meth.
Oh Jesus,
yeah.
not
The
again.
math man, or that time that like. he
Oh, and then
was,
the
like,
jewels.
By the
That's
time
even
he
worse.
joined like that the local militia group in like Sudan, we went to visit.
And the cult.
Yeah, and
That's why he has no money now.
Uganda forever.
So what'd you have for breakfast today, Christian?
Strawberries and and empanadas, which you don't know what that is.
I don't know what's an empanada.
It's basically like, you know, the hot pockets.
Mhm.
It's basically that, but it's just like beef filling on one.
It's like
and
in
then
a little tube, isn't it?
Sort
It's
of.
not too. I'll pull it up.
Yeah.
It's easier if I just show you a photo.
What'd you have for breakfast, Shane?
So I either have like I didn't have time to, because I'm working at 5 right now. Don't have time for my normal like
Oh,
omelet
5,
and stuff.
yeah.
So I literally go to work and
Omelet?
eat. Oh yeah. I put a bunch of stuff in an omelet. So I go to work and I eat
I see it.
3
Yummy.
blueberry muffins.
Muffins are a good way to start the day, I find.
And then at 10 o'clock when I go home, I'll have like I actually cook something like wraps, or I guess you don't cook a
Yeah.
wrap, but
Well, you can.
You can.
I've been
Crunch wrap.
eating so many like sandwiches and wraps and like bagels these days.
it's the best.
He's
You
back.
sent me a snap the other night at like 11 or like 12 o'clock. You're eating like a fucking loaf of raisin bread toasted.
dude, I ate,
What the hell?
I ate an entire loaf of raisin bread that night.
Why?
I would
It's
just
12 o'clock.
I
I'm
would
getting
make 4
snaps.
slices, and I would alternate. First 4 would have butter, next 4 have peanut butter.
I was
next 4
expecting my like nightly dick pic, and I get fucking four pieces of like buttered toast, like
and then and the caption was like yikes or something. Too.
yeah, exactly.
Raisin bread's actually lit, though.
Dude, it's like my
Oh,
third
yeah.
favorite food. 100%.
Your what?
My third favorite food.
How many
your-
loaves a week do you go through?
2 probably, and I'm kidding.
That's fucked.
What's your number 2 and number 1?
So number 1, above all,
Tuna.
no, tuna's like 23rd or something.
Wow.
Well, why do you eat it like it's your first?
Because it's just gains, man.
Gains, bro.
It's literally just gains. There's things I eat that because I like it, and there's things I eat just because I know it's going to benefit
Fair.
my overall physique. You
Okay,
know?
so number 1 is
Like-
Number 1 is just like barbecued meat. If I had to be specific, I would say ribs.
Fair.
Absolutely favorite.
Are you talking like
Oh.
barbecue flavor meat or meat cooked on the
meat
barbecue?
cooked on the barbecue?
Okay.
So like ribs, brisket,
Mhm.
burgers, steaks. Oh, I can't even talk about this, man.
My all-time
I'm getting
favorite
so
is
hungry.
like a Greek chicken on the barbecue.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah,
agree.
like lemony, salty, pepper.
like a
Yeah.
chicken from Greece.
I literally
Yeah,
take
exactly.
like
Oh shit.
Kraft Greek dressing, marinate the chicken in it, and then I put the chicken on. Every time I flip it, I just baste Greek dressing on
Yeah,
it.
it's so
Mhm.
good, man.
It gets like a Greek dressing crust, and it keeps it so moist.
Mm-hmm.
Moist.
Moist.
That's really good.
I'd say mine's like steak. I'm moving more towards ribs now though, because the more steaks
I
I
just
have,
love
the more I'm
rib.
like, they don't taste
No,
that.
and the
Oh,
thing
I
is,
need
the thing
to
about
take you to Copacabana, like in Niagara Falls. Like we need to
Copa-
go
Oh, yeah.
there because
Oh,
that
yeah,
meat
that's
is
the Brazilian-
so
that's the Brazilian
good.
the thing about
right?
steak,
It'll
though,
change your life. Yeah.
We were talking about we should go.
The thing about steak though is like once you have a good steak, you're screwed for the rest of your
Well,
life.
that's what I mean. Like this place is like by far, like I've eaten a bunch of steaks, and this place is by far not even close. It's by far the best I've ever had.
Zares has ruined steaks for me. Because every time I get steak from Zares, it's like the AAA beef tenderloin.
It's not the same.
The little
yeah.
medallions, and then you put some seasoning on them. And they're so tender and just
Dude, I can't. I've never cooked myself steaks because I feel like it's like that'll
Fuck it up,
ruin
man.
it for
Rob,
me.
And
You know?
like
you
you-
steaks. I'm a master.
You're not.
Yeah.
You. But the thing is, you don't become a real man until you do.
I know until you barbecue your own
It's
steak.
like on the list of things.
I'll
I've
teach you. It's all
never
about
even
the palm.
barbecued.
Yeah,
You'll
the
never
palm?
be a real man.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Where-
I was in Vegas for a work trip like a super long time ago, 2 years ago. That's not even that super long. And then we went to this
Whoa.
really, like, my boss like at the time loved to just kind of like eat out and like do all kinds of crazy stuff. So we went to this really nice restaurant, like hundreds of
baller.
dollars for everything. The steak I got there, man. Oh, like I'm never gonna have a steak anywhere as good as that. It, like melted in your mouth, like it was like
Well, that's what I mean.
just
like,
tasted so good. It's like I've never had like. It's so easy to sit here and talk about all of meats. Like it's at the end of the day, everyone's gonna say, "Oh, it's a steak." It like if you cook it here or here, it's gonna taste the same. Bottom line.
No.
Literally, like this wasn't even didn't even taste like any sort of meat I even had before.
Wasn't it Wagyu? Or
No, I
Wagyu?
had that the next night. That was
Oh,
really
okay.
good also.
What
This
the
night,
fuck?
but this steak was like it just tasted like butter, man. Like, I don't even know how to explain it.
the
But it was
place
like
again,
a good,
like the place in Niagara Falls is literally the best. Like
Yeah.
again, it's like it's all you can eat meat,
yeah.
and it's like the cheap one. There's one expensive place and a cheap one. The cheap one's like $40 per person. The
Mhm.
expensive one's like 75 per person.
It's probably worth
Damn.
So it had better be good.
Yeah.
And it's the greatest thing
You
ever.
better be
The,
getting your
the next
money's worth.
podcast is going to be right out of that restaurant. We're just going to bring
We'll just
everything.
do it.
Yeah,
We'll just do it live.
live on location as the guys come up
All-
and shave meat onto your
All you
plate.
hear is like the clanking of knives and forks.
yeah.
But no, the Wagyu was really good. We had that at Nobu, that really fancy place.
It's good because you'll probably never have it again.
Oh,
Yeah.
never. My boss looks at me. He's like, "You better be enjoying this because I know for a fact Kid Like You's never gonna go out and buy this again."
What a fucking day.
No, he said it like
No.
he was just joking.
He
but
was like, in
just
2 years, you're going to have only $40 in your account.
yeah,
He actually knew, yeah.
yeah, he probably did.
He's just a
Enjoy
mind
your
reader.
tuna, you prick.
Yeah, he always joked about me and like money and stuff. He says, "Oh, you're gonna be homeless by the time you graduate."
Well, you're
So he
really
was a
bad with
fucking
your
dick.
money.
I'm pretty bad with money. I'll
It's
admit
that
it.
mustache.
Yeah,
Homeless.
hey, but I shaved everything else. As you
Fair.
guys may or may
It's
not
still
know this.
disgusting.
It's
though.
no, it's significantly better.
Like I just hate this. I just get too lazy. I'm just getting like neck pubes just building
Yeah,
up for like 2
the
weeks.
noobs.
I need to check. I'm pretty sure people had some comments about your.
I saw one was like, "Why does this grad picture look like it's from 1970?"
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't choose the background and shit.
Beats me, bro.
No, but it was more. There was a few I think about your actual style. I'll pull it up, you guys.
My style.
Yeah,
Talk
there was
about it.
a
This
couple
this
like
gonna be like a
pedophilia-
character examination of me for the rest of this podcast.
Well,
Is
we
that
already
what
had the
this is?
intervention.
Oh right,
This is how we're gonna start every podcast.
just
Just
something else.
roasting Rob's
Just,
mustache.
just something about it.
Something.
Do you have a camel phone case?
No, it's a wooden one.
Oh, thank goodness.
Oh
man.
yeah,
I'm not.
Like it's actually made out of wood.
yeah.
Yeah.
Just another way.
I was
so
gonna.
we can
I thought I
flex
saw
on
like
us.
a camouflage phone case, and I was like, "You can't be serious right now."
How would you ever find it?
Exactly. If you drop one on the ground, it's gone forever.
Yeah, oh fuck.
Imagine you just keep buying new phones with new camouflage. Someone comes over, "Hey, it's a brand new iPhone." And you flip it over. Oh, where'd it go?
Oh, fuck. It disappeared.
One
like-
person just said you have a pedo stash.
Yeah.
Oh, I've heard that one
addressed
before.
Yeah, it was like
Be
30 minutes.
original.
Yeah.
Whoa, that's Rob. He does look like a pedo, and it looks like an 80s yearbook photo.
Yep.
Just on your
Be
side.
original, people.
That one's better.
These don't hurt my feelings anymore.
Because
He's-
people say to you so often.
He's
Oh.
grown a thick skin.
Oh,
It's not a good one.
It's all
until-
that tropical.
It's not a good
lotion.
one until it makes me think for a bit, you know. Until I
Why does-
think like
Why does Rob look like old Harry Potter?
that's a compliment.
Yeah. Jeez.
I even had like a little bump on my forehead where the scar should be.
A bump.
It's not a scar, just like have a pimple.
He's got a zit.
It's a magical zit.
It's like a constellation zit.
Yeah,
Oh,
I can shoot the Avada Kedavra out of it.
Here's one that you probably never heard before. Rob's looking kind of cute.
Oh,
I've actually I hear that a few times a day, but you know, it's whatever. It's
Someone
off the
with a
shoulder
really
at this
creepy
point.
profile
DM
photo.
Rob.
My DMs are open, ladies
You're just getting dick pics now, and dudes.
and men.
Nah.
Well,
Send me some dick
you already
pics.
accept all what's it called, female people who try
Yeah,
to follow
any-
you on
any
Instagram.
broad-
As long as they're not
just-
like 15 or something, then yeah, I'll accept
Well,
them.
you don't really have that many cutoffs, do you?
It depends on how many beers I bought in me that day. No, I'm kidding.
Oh god.
We should have
Sending
one of
that one to your
those.
mom too.
We should have one of those boards. You know how they have the workplaces where it's like X days since last accident.
Yeah.
We're gonna have one that's like X amount of podcasts since last pedophile discussion.
Well,
Fair.
we've
It's always
always
zero.
gonna be on
we started at 0
-3.
and now again we're at 0. So
We were like creeping on 1 and just nope, 0.
I thought we were gonna make the whole without a pedo joke, to be honest.
Well, shave off that rat tail of a mustache.
Yeah, I'm
No,
sorry I brought
man.
it up. I thought it looked good.
I
I don't mind it.
I hate it.
I'm leaving it.
Again, when everything else is clean shaven, it's fine.
Exactly.
See,
You look like you're in high school.
that's good, man. You look like you're 65, ready to retire.
I hope I am.
65 ready to fucking die.
Christian's ready to
Getting out
get
on the
the
golf
plug pulled on him.
He's online Googling the cheapest coffin.
Twitch.
Can I bury myself with my stream? Like, Jesus.
Well, it's a good thing I have that charm now. I can pay for the good coffins.
Just
Yeah.
get like what each viewer to put a like shovel full of dirt on your coffin.
Every donation's one more shovel.
You can have a new like one of those little bits filling things. You can just have like shovelfuls of
It's literally
Oh
just
my
Christian saying
God.
they're like burying him alive. It's like bury me alive. The goal is like 1,000 things.
That would
Yeah.
probably fill up real quick.
Yeah.
We are creeping up on about an hour and 15 minutes.
Yeah, we gotta go
Hey.
rock
So
climbing.
if anyone has any final topics they want to talk about before we end it.
We might as well save what we're going to talk about till later.
Yeah.
Next
Yeah.
time.
The-
Also, we can touch on so many
The
stupid
stories?
stories. Yeah.
Yeah.
We
That'll
can-
be like a half hour probably of just straight
Oh,
zares.
easy.
Yeah.
the one with, or yeah,
There's
I'll
just
save-
so many
I'll save them.
stupid things.
Tune
we've
in
done.
next week.
Yeah.
we gotta leave them titillated and ready.
Titillated.
Titillated. I love that
You
word.
gotta leave him diddled, bro. That's what you're trying to say.
Whoa,
fuck?
bro.
Pretty much, though.
That's the pedo stash coming out again.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
man.
gonna rub the stash against the mic.
Don't
Oh.
stop. The mic tracks are not separated, Rob.
There you guys go.
Oh yeah, last week when you kept saying like you were bumping your mic, you couldn't even hear it at all.
Yeah, no,
Oh, really?
He smacked his
Perfect.
face off it like
Okay, stop
5
hitting
times.
You'd like bump it, oh sorry, and you just hear nothing. It's like
Yeah, it'll just be
okay.
awkward silence. Oh, sorry.
I'm just apologizing to nothing.
Or sorry,
Yeah.
sorry.
That's like Bianca. What's her face? She literally won the U.S. Open
Oh yeah.
and then apologized
Oh,
to
yeah,
the
yeah.
fans.
Go Canada.
Yeah, she's like she won, beat Serena Williams. She's like, I'm so sorry, guys, that you didn't get to see who you'd want to win.
Dude, okay,
Aw.
last note. Serena Williams is the biggest crybaby in professional
Yo,
sports.
Why?
She is.
What'd she say?
Do you want to
What'd
know
she
what she
whine about?
says? So the Canadian girl comes up, climbs her way to the top,
Yeah,
beats
yeah.
her fair and square. Serena's like, "Oh, good game to her, but this was the worst match I've ever played." It's like,
But she's not
you
wrong.
say this every time you lose.
No, but she's not.
though.
She literally had 50% of her first serve miss.
Yeah,
She was like
fucking
completely
sucked.
off her game.
Who cares? Canadian girl beat Serena Williams, who I think is a big sucky poor sport.
Do you think that's being a poor sport? Like
Yes.
acknowledging your own fault.
You gotta,
She
you
sucked.
have to like be like.
But she did then follow up being like, well, credit to her because she still beat me. Kind
Well,
of
it's
thing.
just like if
She
you,
did say that.
If you watch like, okay, bring it back to football. If you watch a press conference after a loss, you watch Tom Brady get up there and say, "This is my fault. This is exactly what we did wrong. No excuses. We got to get better."
But like,
No,
you're
There's no
talking about-
excuses about the game itself. Like, he doesn't say, "I played badly today, but their team wins."
I'm with Shane. How many times in hockey does someone just get like wiped out? And like Gardner, for instance, he's like, "Yeah, I fucking sucked. I'm sorry."
Thank fuck he's in
Or the best is
Carolina
like
now.
when Jack Eichel all of last year was just like he'd get to the like the press conference, he'd be like, I sucked, our team is just dog shit,
Yeah.
our goalie sucked, we all suck.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, oh my god, this is
No,
the
like-
captain.
like that's true, but it's what's one thing to say like they won or like I lost. You know what I mean?
But she said she sucked. She's right. If she's on her game, she doesn't lose.
I know, but just like this is competition.
from
This is
Rob's
professional
perspective-
competition. Like you just when someone loses, you don't say like they won because I sucked.
Do you
They
not
say
remember-
they beat me. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
it like minimizes the
Do
victory.
you not
Yeah.
remember what happened at the last U.S. Open with her?
When she was crying and said, "Oh, like this guy's putting
She just
his-"
got they just like kicked her out pretty much.
Well, it was not
they
the whole
ended the
like
game.
she was throwing a tantrum and then the guy
She was just
like,
roasting the ref. The ref's
Yeah.
like, okay, game over, you lose.
she's just been like she always makes headlines just for like not following the
Last time
the
she
unwritten
blew
rules
up.
of sports.
Last time she blew up, and that's when I could say, okay, you're being a tool. This
Yeah.
time she was just like, I sucked. And she
Yeah,
did
I don't
suck.
think there's anything wrong with just acknowledging your own faults. And she said good job to her.
Yeah, but just
Yeah,
like,
after the
that's
fact.
fine.
it just like it just kind of takes away from the moment when someone beats you and you say, "Oh, you didn't beat me 100% because I was really."
But she's
shitty."
I
right
think-
because if
but, like-
Serena's playing 100%, she doesn't lose to anyone.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just my like competitive nature from
That's
playing
fair.
sports and stuff. But
The
like,
only way she could have done it better is like congratulate
First.
yeah,
congratulate, and then like in a post game interview.
yeah, it's like the
I
first
suck.
thing she
Yeah.
said was, "I sucked today." It's not
Yeah.
congrats.
But keep in mind, like you said, you're competitive.
Yeah, I'm very
That's the
competitive.
first thing in her head. Like she's thinking,
Yeah.
I just literally blew this
I
chance.
guess
It was
yeah.
my fault.
But it's like you've already won how many? This
Yeah.
girl,
Oh, and
that's
she,
her first.
keep in mind, she still walked out with 1.9 million.
Yeah.
Bianca came to play though. She
Yeah,
got that.
she
Fat
was
$4
a
million
beast,
check.
bro.
Yeah.
I might start watching tennis if she's like
I know.
playing all the
That was
time.
fun
yeah.
to watch.
Well, Rob, the only comparison I have for this is every single time the Vikings do shit, you never
Oh,
say
yeah.
the other team played well. You always say, "Oh, the Vikings were garbage. Why did they do this?
That's fair.
Why did they
Well,
do
just
that?"
because.
So like that's the same thing.
No, that's a fact, but it's just like I don't know.
It's the same thing.
It's so easy to nitpick things. You're like,
It's like
if you wanted to, you could boil every football game down to one play that your team didn't do.
No, but what I'm saying is how you take it, the loss, is the same way how she took the loss.
Rob, I don't know if I can boil down last night's game.
I'm getting
that-
cross-examined here.
But it's true, it's
I
true.
can't keep track of these different viewpoints.
Okay.
But bottom line, yes, whatever, sure.
All of that aside, Serena Williams is a fucking tank of a woman.
Yeah, she's
like
built.
she's a female version of Rob.
She's
Yeah.
built.
And the shittiest thing about tennis, so she just lost.
She's
right?
stronger than LeBron James in some
She's
exercises.
fucking huge.
But she lost, so you just spent 2 hours of your life losing like a massive game.
Yeah.
And then you got to sit there for 30 minutes holding your silver plate while the other lady accepts like all these
Yeah,
things
no.
and like they sing "Oh Canada" in front of your face, and
I've always thought like
you're
the
just
way
sitting
those
there
are done
holding
is
this
stupid.
trophy, and I'm giving Bianca this $3.85 million. They literally
check.
were like,
Yeah.
I'm giving this
Right-
$3.85
and Serena's
million
just sitting in the
check.
background with her
They
silver
should,
thing.
like,
Did you see
I
how
agree
she
with
was holding
that.
it?
Yeah.
She was like, she had it
she-
under her arm, just like clapping.
It looked
she
like
did
a
not
dinner
give
plate.
fuck.
Just like, here's a silver plate. Congrats for getting
She did
set.
not give a shit about her
No.
trophy.
And then they make her come out and take pictures with her.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is awful. I
Yeah.
would just leave.
That's one thing
Yeah.
I've always thought about, like the Super Bowl. Other team gets just forced to sit out there
Well, same
forever.
with Stanley Cup.
Stanley, you
Everyone's
gotta shake the
celebrating.
guy's hands after you just battle with them for 6 or 7
But
games.
this is after 10 minutes of them tossing
Yeah.
gloves in the air and
Yeah.
celebrating.
You're
and-
also Rob's
Here we go.
You are contradicting yourself because you're saying, "Oh, like sportsman-like conduct or sportsmanship, like you should be nice to each other," and you're like, "Oh, I don't want to shake hands with them after I just played
No, but like
against them."
that's the like you can't. It's apples to oranges because you're like I'm saying like
if you're on the winning team,
like,
yeah.
like you're not getting like I'm saying once you got asked, it's like there's like you shake hands, like the game ends, you do the usual like customary like post game rituals.
Okay.
But this is a question of it's not a question of that for Serena Williams. It's a question of like how she like willingly spoke to the media.
It's like
Yeah.
her timeline of how she did it.
Yeah. It's like she did everything she was supposed to do after the game, but then when it came down to her answering questions, she minimized Bianca's win by saying how shitty she was.
Which is fair. Again, I think it's fair. I don't
I
know.
think the funniest thing about the picture taking was they did all their pictures and then they did one last one where all of like the women got out and just like these old white men came in and my dad's just like, gotta get the token old white man picture.
Yeah.
Literally, all the guys who like claimed to be like, "Oh, I'm the manager to this person."
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got like some stupid lanyard on that has like some stupid title, and they get
Wasn't-
everywhere they want.
Wasn't there wasn't one of the Williams twins or whatever who challenged like,
Venus, I think.
Venus.
one of the top 200 tennis male players and lost to like number 180 or something?
Yeah,
she's, like, number
something
two.
I haven't heard about that,
I don't know.
but I'd be interested.
yeah,
in
I
that.
feel like
something
Serena
like that.
could contend.
I think Serena could beat all the way up to the top 30 of dudes. I would say,
Let's see.
and
Well,
even
depends.
that's just like
even the top 30 dudes, like they're very specific. They're
yeah,
good at
and
one or
not to
two
diminish
things.
the like obviously male versus female, but just like the essence of sport and how much strength and agility comes into play.
Mm-hmm.
But there are like crazy female athletes out there.
So the story goes.
Battle of the sexes.
They made a movie about this.
Oh my god,
I
this
think.
is so long. It's so much easier than the Google thing.
Just
Venus
TL
and Serena Williams
TLDR.
had claimed that they could beat any male player ranked outside the world's top 200. And then this guy in ranked 203 challenged them both, and I think he beat them both.
Outside of the top 200.
I'm gonna give me the 200 best players.
It's
like some
I'm not
kid-
gonna play them.
Yeah.
They're trying to make some huge point for equality and they're like, we can't beat the best man.
Some dude was probably ranked like 40. He's like, I'm gonna take a year off. I'm gonna call them out after that year.
Yeah.
I'm gonna beat both their asses and I'll go right back up.
Yeah. It's one of those things that's like on its own, it's not
But-
an issue. But when,
okay, so,
when you
like-
try to make it about like girls
Yeah.
versus guys,
Let's also
it just looks
keep
bad.
in mind. So like, there's like a point system, right?
Yeah.
In tennis. So Bianca went from like rated like 100 and something to 5th. she's played like 3 tournaments.
Yeah.
All those other people she's passed have been in tournaments all year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
She's been going crazy
but
though.
3 tournaments was enough to make her pass 150 people who have been playing for like a year.
Yeah. And college football terms,
She was
for anyone from the
injured for a
States
while,
listening,
too.
it'd be like an unranked team going from unranked to top 5 in the AP poll in like 3 weeks.
Exactly.
Which is like unheard of in college football.
It's impossible.
But it's possible if you just destroy people.
But if you're
every single time you're
destroying
playing.
good people, like
Yeah.
she was she was like 8-0 against top 10 people.
It'd be like some little school from like middle of nowhere coming and beating like Alabama, LSU, and like Oklahoma 3 games in a row by like 40, and then getting ranked after. As what this Canadian tennis girl did.
Player's done, yeah.
Our girl Bianca.
I gave her
Are
an
you
Instagram
discrediting her win? And
No, that was a good way of crediting it.
Minimizing.
Yeah.
I'm relating it to
I understand half of what you just
understandable to a broader audience.
I love how we were
Yeah.
wrapping it up and went on like a 10-minute rant about
That was-
tennis.
but that's
It's been a very
That was perfect.
Yeah,
That's
that's-
exactly what he was looking
Yeah,
for.
I was looking for one
As soon as we
topic.
get going about sports, it's like an automatic 5 or 10 minute tangent.
That's true.
Yeah.
So, except for Christian.
Yeah, Christian's just like, yes.
Christian's like, yeah, guys,
Si,
yeah.
senor.
Just to summarize, yeah. So you beat both the sisters, like 6-2 and 6-1,
Which is really funny. Like, they got killed.
That's like
Yeah.
that's like 5-0 in hockey.
and then
Yeah.
the Williams sisters, after they lost, adjusted their claim to beating any man outside the top 350.
So anybody at 350, you're talking people who don't play tennis
Yeah,
or
it's
started
like-
350 is like
Put
guys who
Rob
have
in
been
there.
retired
Yeah.
and are like selling washing machines for like a living now.
Okay, well, I think we'll wrap it up there. We're at about like an hour and a half now.
Ooh,
You're welcome.
Sports.
Just to remind people, well, I guess it's a little late now. It's at the end of the episode, but this is also on Spotify now. I'm trying to get it on Apple Podcast, but apparently it takes like up to 10 days for approval.
Oh shit.
And I want to wait till we get our logo so I don't have to change anything. I can just upload them all at once.
Just put in a blurb at the beginning. This is on Spotify.
I probably should, yeah.
This is on Spotify.
But and then the YouTube version will be out on Wednesday, same as Spotify version at 5 p.m. And
get the charm.
yeah, don't forget to get the charm.
Directly supports
It's actually
me,
sick.
Shane, and Drew.
They'll
Sub
insert a
to,
picture right
Not
here.
Christian.
yeah, sub to the Twitch channel to get it. All you gotta do is just sub and then connect your account. There's
If you
links everywhere.
send me a picture of you ordering the charm,
You don't order
we
it.
will all fly to your house and give you a high five.
We're on our
Rob,
way already.
You have $40.
Yeah, but
Christian will pay for a flight and we'll come say hi to you.
We'll get business class. Rob will get economy.
I'll be hanging off the bottom of the plane being like, I got $43.
All right. Well, thank you guys for listening. We're heading out. Take care.
See you guys.